Okay, I'm here with xPeke now from fnatic. Hi.
Hello.
Nice that you have time for us. Yeah, you've just played against the Copenhagen Wolves, but let's start chronologically. Yesterday, maybe talk a bit about yesterday.
Yeah, we played Curse first, and we were scared, but at the same time confident because we know what they play mostly, and we know the last week or since they lost the lanes, they didn't practice almost anything new. So we knew exactly what to ban. We banned their best heroes on mid and top, and then it made it easier for sure to play against them. And we were really confident, and we didn't make any mistakes. Then we played the Mighty Midgets, the mix of Polish and one Belgium, something like that. And we thought it was going to be a bit easier, so the beginning was a bit hard. Like first 10-15 minutes was a bit unexpected, but then after that we just kept going, keep going with the game, and then at some point we just made a good play and took advantage, and after that we just snowballed the game.
Okay, yeah, many people on the Twitch stream chat, they were talking about how bad Blitzcrank was in that game.
In that game, he fell a lot of grabs, but at least he did one grab at Drake that made us come back. That was really good because we were behind at that moment. He did the good grab, and we kind of took the advantage at that point. So even if he fell all the grabs, I don't care. With that one, it was good enough to pick Blitzcrank.
Yeah, as you saw against Wolves, he picked Nunu.
Yeah.
Did you talk about it? Did you talk about his pick of Blitz? Did you advise him not to pick him?
Yeah, no, they banned Blitz actually. They banned Blitz, so they were scared even if he fell the grabs.
Okay, and
yeah, Nunu we were thinking about Nunu mostly because he's really good with Vayne. If you get when they have Katarina, they have no CC for Vayne almost, only feeders. She had cleanse, so we thought if we put Nunu and she get fed, it's gonna destroy the game, and that's exactly what happened.
That's what you said. 12-1 was the actual score of Vayne.
She was just destroying everything.
Yeah, and he's new to your team, right?
Yeah, he's the new member.
Yeah, how did you get to know him?
Well, he was playing in Haila of solo queue, and he joined like a couple of teams before. He was in a lot of mixes. He even tried for SK once, but he didn't join. And we needed an AD carry when Lamia left, so we tried him, and he was really good actually. So we kept trying him. We tried another ADs, and we have decided that he's actually the one that fit us the best.
Yeah, that's a great signing. Yeah. Do you think that there was another comment on the Twitch chat, and they said that N-rated especially gets the AD carry fed and makes him look very good in the game.
And Rated does sometimes, and Rated does some crazy stuff sometimes. Like for example in lanes, sometimes he plays really aggressive, which is really good sometimes because he get the AD carry more farm or fed. But sometimes it fails a bit if he gets ganked when he's doing that stuff and he dies. But normally it's really good. Normally he plays really good.
Do you think that they're talking about mid lane, jungle and top? Is there something that you could adjust to their gameplay, or is that something that they could adjust to you, or is the composition in general?
What do you mean,
okay?
the other team or the players?
The players.
Well, I think we need a bit of. We don't have problems. Mostly the jungler sometimes. We have a problem with ganking top and bot sometimes. That now with all the swap in lane, there is a lot of freezing, and sometimes our bot get fucked, sometimes our top. And the problem is sometimes at the same time the bot get freeze and the top is getting dive, and the jungler has a bit of confusion what to do. He doesn't know if help bot or help top. Yeah. And that's the only thing I think we need to fix. Know when the jungler should be top and when should be bottom.
Do you actually have an idea how to fix it?
Well, what I try sometimes, it's not always possible, but if I have the better hero on mid, I try to push my lane fast and go help one of the lanes, and he goes to the other. That's the only thing we try to do when I have a hero that can outpush the other one.
That's what I wanted to ask. Which hero would you take for this tactic?
I think the best one is Ahri. Orianna is really good, but the problem is early is bad for pushing. You cannot spam skills, you don't have mana, so it's really bad early. So I think the best one is Ahri, because with a level 5 with 2 Qs you can clean the wave. So I would pick for that Ahri or Katarina. I think these are the best.
And if you face a hero in mid that is like Ahri and Katarina?
I just tell them that in fact I cannot help. I tell them don't count on me. The jungler will have to do everything then.
Okay. Now after the group stage you are 3-0, and you will face the winner of ASA and this BYOC team.
Yeah.
What do you think of this? It's all actually going in 20 minutes. What's your expectation?
I haven't seen play the Swedish team. I know some of the players from solo queue as well. I know they are good, but I don't know how they do together. So I think that Acer will probably win. They are a really good team, and at least they play good together. So probably we'll have to face Acer, I think.
Would you prefer facing Acer?
I prefer facing the other because they are a mix. And normally against mix you notice that even if the good team is losing, at some point we manage to do better team fights and better stuff. So I prefer facing a mix for sure.
Okay. Do you scout enemies often via solo queue? Is that a common thing to do?
Yeah, that's really good because normally everyone has a couple of heroes that he's really good with, and he's spamming in solo queue for that. So what we do always when we are not sure what someone plays, we check the solo queue last games, and we see he has been training this a lot. So if we check that the last 4 days he played only this hero, so he's gonna be confident with that one. If we ban it, he's gonna go to one hero that he hasn't practiced in some days, and maybe he will make some mistakes. So I think it's good to check solo queue sometimes, yeah.
And not only for, you mentioned that records came onto your mind via solo queue
Yeah.
as well. So would you advise other players to promote themselves via solo queue?
Yeah, I think there's a lot of people in solo queue that's really good. The only problem is that either they make the grown team, like they make a mix between a lot of high-elo solo queue people and it doesn't work, or they join a team that it doesn't fit them, but there's a lot of people that is really good. Like when I joined this team, I was a solo queue player as well at first.
Yeah, let's maybe talk about your way to the qualifying to this event. You played a tournament where Acer was part of it as well, and you managed to do first 2 places.
Yeah, who did we I don't even remember the qualifier. Who did we face right now? Do you remember?
I was actually taking care of the Acer tree. I don't know.
Okay, well, I don't remember. I think we had to face the Copenhagen Wolves in the bracket, which it was a hard game as well. But we were not behind at all. We were always ahead, but we couldn't snowball, so it was really slow, like 40 or 50 minutes game. And then we play against White Lotus, you know, the new Russian team that actually beat a lot of people.
Yeah.
We played them, and it was quite easy because they went for an AoE composition with Cassiopeia. They even picked Sejuani jungle, which was really weird. And it didn't work out because we kind of raped all the lanes. So they had AoE composition, but they couldn't do anything anyways with it.
So would you think that qualifying via this way was an advantage for you?
Well, I think both groups would have been the same. Like probably in the other group we would have been harder to beat CLG for sure. I think we could have done it, but for sure harder. But it would have been the same either first or second place, because I think we would have beat Giants and Acer as well in the other group.
So you actually mentioned CLGU, and if you manage to pass the semi-final, you will face them. We guess we will face them.
Yeah.
Did you already think about possible composition?
Yeah, we tried to think, like we thought about it a bit, but we tried to focus in each game first. But when we talk about it, we have thought about some stuff. It's hard to know what to do against them because they have a couple of picks that they're really good with, but we cannot ban them all because everyone has 2 good players and 2 good picks. It's really hard. So I think if we win the semi-final, we will take an hour or 2 to. Well, we actually, if we win the semi-final, we have like 4 or 5 hours, I think. So we will try to watch some replays from the last tournaments in those 5 hours, their last heroes, even the match they will play, and try to find out something to do against them, because it's a really hard team to play.
Yeah, your first impression, how would your 3 bans, your personal 3 bans would be for the game against CLG?
Well, to make it easier for me, I would want 3 mid-champions. probably Lux for sure. Anivia and Lux, I think, because the problem with those heroes is that it doesn't matter. Like even if he's not doing good, he's not winning his lane, I cannot do anything because he's just gonna put the ultimate. If he's playing Anivia, he's gonna put ultimate, clean the wave, and I cannot do anything. If he's playing Lux, he's gonna E and ultimate the wave, and I cannot do anything. So those heroes are really annoying because even if you are winning, you cannot really push or take advantage of it.
So it's really hard. So it's very important for a mid laner to be able to push the lane very fast. That's very important.
Yeah, it's really important. If you take the mid turrets early, not even take it, but push and be able to move. If he can just put his ultimate and clean it really fast, you cannot do anything. He's just gonna keep farming and everything, and you cannot move from your lane.
Yeah, maybe let's talk about season 3 and the preseason. There had been jungle changes announced. Do you think that this could improve your jungle problems a bit?
Yeah, I haven't seen them, but I think it's really good because right now it's a bit not stupid, but some junglers just take 2 gold per 10 and stay in top lane for 10 minutes or bot lane, and then you just wait in the brush because they are making gold and they don't lose experience. So I think that this might help. I haven't seen the chain exactly, but if it's good, this might change at least the first. The good thing is that people think the action will be less because there will be no gank, but it's the opposite. Laners will be able to face them 1v1. Like right now, mid lane, you don't want to face the other guy because jungler come and you're fucked. Top lane is the same. But if you know the jungler won't come, there will be a lot of fights between the 1v1, and I think it will be better to watch actually.
And not only to watch, but maybe do you think that this will benefit you in your game style?
Yeah, I think it could help a lot because I like to play not aggressive but push the lane a lot early. If I have the hero that I can counter, for example, I like to abuse it, and it's really hard when the jungler can come, so I think that will help a lot for sure.
Yeah, thanks for your time and the last words, I guess.
Thanks to all the fans, the supporters, and to the sponsors.